friends, today we're going to go and have a bit of a look at some of the things that I've done on my 1955 Triumph Speed Twin. I've stored this bike from a barn find, and yeah, I've got still photos of it and everything like that, but I'll walk you through and talk you through what I've done. Okay, here we go. Alright. First of all, we'll look at a bit of history of Triumph. We've got some of the old posters and that from back in the day. These were talking about the ability of the Triumph, trying to get to sell this particular bike. This is a lovely little model engine of the engine that's in the Triumph, and very, very good as a little reference point as well. I'd love to get hold of one of these. That'd be a lovely little model to have. This is a trip that me and my son took. He's got a Kawasaki KZ440 that you can see there, and we took a trip and went to a motorcycle show and had a bit of a look and everything like that. And some more posters of the day. As you might have guessed, I'm a little bit infatuated with the Triumphs. Some of the posters were somewhat better than others. The overtone of the posters is just how easy Triumphs can do everything in the day. Okay, yes, they even had a cycle bar for the Triumph, which is quite interesting in its own right. Bold statements on what the bike could deliver, but then back again in 1955 and 1938 when they first did them, that was pretty good. That's me at another motorcycle show with the Triumphs, and this one was the Oatland Bullock Festival, that's right. And see the little Morris in the background there. I was the starter motor for one of them for years. Hello, Jared. Yeah, and my bike has a police history, so that's why some of these police photos are going to come up. I was just researching on the police photos. This is what you can expect of a night time on a Triumph Speed Twin. Not the best of illumination, but it will get you there. Some more police photos of the bikes when they were in police trim, which mine was an ex-Tasmanian police force bike. So that's where the connection goes there. Headlight after I'd done the 12 volt conversion, and then taken her for a bit of a ride around the district. So yeah, some beautiful photos of the Triumph, and for those who love pretty bikes, these photos will be nice for you, I think. She's that's where I lost a knee pad, but I managed to go back down the road and find it later. Yep, there we go. There's a lovely photo right there. That was up near Ross in Tasmania. And yes, the old Triumphs, they were used in the war years. So a bit of a history of police and military. That's her again, near Lake Dalverton in Tasmania. This is when I got new exhaust pipes for her. I was using, you can see on the other side here, you can see I was using some homemade pipes, but I finally got around to getting a new set of pipes for her, and shiny, bling bling, look at that. Okay, another old poster from the day. If you had a Triumph, you were going to pick up a nice blonde, that was guaranteed. This is me making up some base gaskets for the unit. This is the base gasket sitting on the thing. These photos are a bit backwards at the moment by the look of it. This is how I made the template. Started off with a piece of paper like that to lay it down, A4 paper, and cut out the dimensions, and we're all good. Schematic of the engine, yep, shows you all the bits and pieces that are inside there. Once again, more schematics of how the engines went together and what makes them tick. So yeah, very handy little diagrams when you're working on the bikes and restoring them, so that's why they're there. Now for those, if I can hit pause quick enough, pause. Now for those who are interested to know, what you're looking at here is a mobile generator unit from the Second World War. You'll notice the top end of this engine is a Triumph top end. The bottom end isn't. That's made specifically for the generator, but this alloy top end, this is definitely a Triumph top end. This is where they got the idea of putting alloyed heads and barrels on later Triumph bikes. This is where it all started. Yeah. Now, there is a big argument about the Fonz's bike and Steve McQueen's bike from the movie The Great Escape. People say that they're the same bike. Well, this is absolutely irrefutable proof that they're not. If you look, you'll see just here there is a little thing there for a bolt to go in, and there's one on the other side as well in the fins, and what that is a cover goes over the top of this to direct the airflow over the cylinder, and that bolts that cover on. You'll see that on the Fonz's bike. So the Fonz's bike is, the top end is off of one of these generators. Steve McQueen's bike hasn't got it. It's not the same bike. You'll also notice that the exhaust comes straight out on this engine, where on Steve McQueen's bike they come out like a standard Triumph off to the sides. Once again, irrefutable proof, not the same bike. Okay, so we'll put that one to bed once and for all. These units were portable. They were used on the Avro Lancasters and like planes and that to charge the batteries and everything like that for things like gun turrets and stuff like that. So that's what these were for. I don't think the aircraft actually flew with these inside them. They were a ground handling thing, and yeah, quite a good little generator, and be very, very tasty if you could get hold of one. Okay, back to our slideshow. So yeah, yes, this is good sound advice. Something I live by, getting on in years now. Yeah, the posters are just fun things to look at. This is 1955, the year my bike came in. This is helping with tuning. This will work on most bikes with carburetors. So yeah, good little bit of advice there. A lot of famous people rode the Triumphs. You can guess what movie that was from. Spark plug. That's about where I like my spark plug. That's good. Setting the needle in the carburetor, and that was a little bit too rich on that spark plug, so that had to come down. Likewise there, so left and right. So the spark plugs can tell you actually a hell of a lot about what your bike's doing. There's where I like my spark plugs the most, around about there. That's lovely. Not too rich, not too lean. There's Steve McQueen's bike. I'll just pause that again if I can get there before it switches. No, didn't get it. Steve McQueen's bike, yeah, you'll see in that photo, does not have those things that I said about the other one. Okay, this was pulling the head off and everything, and how she was burning inside. The bores were reasonably okay. They were fine, so I was able to do all that. And here I got rid of the old high top pistons. They're for competition racing and everything like that, and really to have those suckers in there you need to be running something like racing fuel in their engines, and that the compression, it just sends the compression too high. My Triumph was having nothing but troubles with high temperatures and all that sort of stuff, because it's trying to run on 91, 95 octane fuel, and those pistons just do not like that. They're racing pistons. That's why you put them in there. So I put a set of standard 20 thou oversized standard pistons in, and have never had the overheating problem again, and the bike goes just as fine as it did before. So yeah, anyone's argument on whether they're beneficial or not, I don't think they are unless you're on the racetrack, those high top ones, but that's just my opinion. Here we go, we keep going. We've got more of those pistons, both the high top and the thing. This is putting the new pistons in, and there's my little homemade gasket there. That's still in there. That's going just great guns. You don't have to spend insane amounts of money. You can make things yourself. It's all good. Pistons going in again. They're looking quite nice, and they go even nicer. And There's me push rods. I noticed that there was a bit of a size difference in the push rods, which is a little bit odd. It's not enough to really throw things out too much, but it's enough to be noticeable. So yeah, one to keep out of. This is a spark plug chart, tells you what the spark plugs run at, what the best things are. This is the bike on Lake Dalton, looking over at the Kelton Mill. So yeah, very, very pretty bike. And as you can see, it's been a bit of a labour of love, rebuilds and stuff like that, but she's going strong now. She's doing a good job, so I'm very, very happy with it. This was way up Lake Leak, coming on evening, beautiful sunset, so I thought, yeah, I'll have a look at that and do that. So that was very, very nice, very pretty, and just flick, there we go. Yes. Another motorcycle show, she's been to a few, that's for sure. There's a fellow Triumph just up the way there. This is a funny little one on what all the bits and pieces do. It's pretty accurate actually, which is kind of funny. More posters of how easy it is to do things on a Triumph. More police photos of police Triumphs, beautiful bikes. That's me again, that's me out at Campania, I think that one was. Yep, on a nice little ride out towards Campania. And Triumph went well. Don't know who that ugly person is, but the bike in the background looks alright. There we go. This was me fitting a oil pressure gauge to the thing. It was an old oil pressure gauge I had lying around, and I've since replaced that. You'll see that in another photo in a minute. A little bit of a replacement. It's a bit of an upgrade for that. Oh yeah, doing the cafe racer thing. It's inevitable when you have one of these bikes. Yep. Cafe racing is a lot of fun. There's that oil gauge again, and you can see how much pressure she's pumping there at the time. Yep, this one is out near Campania again. Beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful ride. There's the oil gauge when I first tried to fit it. It was not in the ideal spot there, that was just a test bit. I moved it later, and it's now in a place where I can actually see it when I look down past my leg, which you'll see in a sec here somewhere. But when you get into old bikes, there's a lot of fettling, there's a lot of making sure everything's running right, and it's all hands-on. There's no computers involved with this, no diagnostic computers or anything like that. It's all old school hands-on stuff, you know, rebuilding carburetors, stuff like that. About as advanced as I get is I've got a tack and dwell meter and a strobe light, which I use, press and tester. That's about as advanced as I get with these old bikes. I love carburetted engines. I can work wonders with carburetted engines. A little bit lost with the fuel injected type, but carburetted, yep, no problem at all. Sometimes you've got to replace things like rings and O-seals and things like that. They perish. You can see the difference in that. That's pretty shocking when you think about it. It's all been replaced now. That's the new O-ring next to it. Pulling another O-ring off of these are the mixture screws. And, yeah, there's looking down at the gauge. You can see it there when you're riding now. So that's the new position of that. And there's the new gauge. I fitted a new one to her, so she could look a bit better. It suits the bike a bit more, I think, and works very, very well. So happy with that at the moment. But there you go. That's 1955 Triumph Speed Twin. And, they have a bit of a cult following, the Triumph, as you might have guessed. And even the police are into it, as you can see there. They loved it. But yeah, Triumph motorcycles, brilliant things. If you can ever get hold of one, get one. There's a cutaway of the engine that's very, very helpful, that cutaway. And there she is with my other bike, Nina, which is my 1983 BMW R65 LS. Yep, that's them there, just getting to know each other. And yeah, you'll see other videos on my BMW R65 LS when you watch my other videos on my channel. And well, I hope you do, and you know, make sure you put the likes and a comment and that sort of thing, and I'd be a very happy boy with that. So yeah, just let me know what you think. And that was putting new plug leads on her. That's another colour you could get them in, was that sort of iridescent bluey sort of colour. And yeah, putting saddlebags on her so I can take her bit, you know, go and do the shopping for the missus, that sort of stuff. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Triumph Speed Twin at the moment on rebuilds and things like that. So yeah, that one's not mine. That's shouldn't be on there. That one. That's off of the internet, I think. All right. Okay. So until next time, we'll see you later and have a good one. And yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, and do all that funky stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.